He takes on a retreat at the 10. Now he goes right, and he's hit, and he's going to be dropped. Mark Robinson all over him at the 10-yard line.
Did you see Mark Robinson track him down? Gadzooks, that man was as focused as a cat in a rat factory. He was on him the whole way, man, just focused in and like a laser came in and put the hit on him. That's a great job in open field tackling.
Now the shotgun snap. They bring the blitz. Kenny throws it long down the field. There's a man open. He's got it on a dead run, and that's Calvin Austin gone. Touchdown. Quick snap. Nope. Now a play action fake. He's confused, and he throws the ball down the field, and it's intercepted by Patrick Peterson, the 8-time All-Pro.
Well, Billy, he's looking for somebody. Give me some relief here. Get open. There's nobody open. He hangs onto the ball. He's getting happy feet because he knows number 90 is about ready to seal the deal on him. And Garoppolo just lofts it up there, almost like a punt. Gadzooks, man, knowing that T.J. Watt is coming. That's what caused that interception.
Patrick Peterson's first interception as a member of the Black and Gold. And from Allegiant Stadium, Steelers football continues with a score. Pittsburgh 16 and the Vegas Raiders 7. Bootleg left. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his second of the year. And Kenny Pickett feels it.
Sweet Muth. That's what it is right there. What a great job. Kenny with a little rollout action, able to navigate the open field there. I'm telling you what, that's a great corner route by the Muth. He comes off, and he's got Divine Diablo in man coverage. He just leaves him in the dust, and Kenny finds him immediately when he makes that break. There's no doubt about it. What a great throw by Kenny.
And the gun gets the snap. He's back. He looks right. Nothing there. Scampers left. Looks. Throws that pass. It's Naji with a great catch and a first down inside the 25 to the 20. They never got him down, and now he's at the 10 and at the 8-yard line.
I got to tell you, Naji Harris, you talk about the Iron Horse. He would not go down. He would not be deterred. He kept plugging away.
And Jaylen Warren on the, he leaps a man on the jet sweep. Now we got a marker down. And let's see, when they tackle him near the 20, let's see why.
Man, was that a highlight reel run by Jaylen Warren. Coming around the corner, he high hurdles a man. He rolls and spins off a guy. Then he puts his straight arm out there.
And he's going to hand it off to Jaylen Warren. Spins through the hole. On his feet at the 15, 10, 5, first and goal at the 4-yard line. A one-man wrecking crew.
You got Jaylen Warren spinning, running, and then Pickens comes off and he gets one of those penultimate blocks to the inside that keeps Jaylen Warren free to move down to the 5-yard line. Great googly movie. That was just a awesome run.
There's the snap. He throws a pass for the end zone. Intercepted. Joey Porter Jr. took it away from the OBJ. How about that?
How about that? You got Ghosts of Steelers. Great pass. I mean, that's Joey Porter Jr. doing what Dad did some time ago. I'm almost out of my mind with excitement here, Billy. This is just unbelievable how Joey Porter locked up mano-a-mano, turns around and high points that ball.
Steelers down 2. Here's a shotgun snap. Blitz. He's back. He throws it down the near sideline. Pickens has it. Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Pickett to Pickens. 41 yards. And you have to be here.
That's as sweet as my Aunt Nellie's blueberry pie, baby. That's just sensational. I can't even believe that I just saw what I saw.
That's the short side. Here's the snap. He's back. Big rush. And the ball is out.
Got it.
And the Steelers pick it up. T.J. Watt and Highsmith picks it up. And you can say, good night, Ravens.
You gotta be kidding me! Amazing, the bookend pass rushers coming after it. You got heat in the kitchen. And then all of a sudden, here comes T.J. Watt to pick that baby up. He's mano-a-mano against Lamar Jackson, rushing towards the goal line. That's the only thing he couldn't do was put it in the end zone.
Jackson gets the shotgun snap. He's back. He waits, throws the ball down the field, and it is broken up at the 48-yard line of Pittsburgh. A great job on Duvernay by Cole Holcomb.
Let's see why he couldn't squeeze it. There's a play in the back, Patrick Peterson, and Holcomb on the second hit, coming right through him to knock that ball free.
I tell you, that was Pat Peterson over the top, Cole Holcomb underneath, and they mulchinated Duvernay. Gave him a big compression in between the two hits.
4th and 7, shotgun snap. He's back. He's sacked by T.J. Watt. And it's good night, Ravens, one more time.
T.J. Watt, the sack master, comes through the biggest of moments. Oh, somebody just threw a flag. What was that about?
Off the charts.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 90 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, first down Pittsburgh.
Gets the snap, is back, big rush. He's hit and sacked, and that is Nick Herbig flying in from his blind side. The rookie out of Wisconsin gets a big sack on 1st and 10.
Oh, did Nick Herbig come off that corner? Gadzooks, man.
Throws that pass over the middle, broken up at the 17-yard line. Nakua couldn't grab it because Joey Porter Jr. was all over the scene.
They're battling mano-a-mano, and Joey got a little way with a little contact there, but I will say that was nicely done, nicely played, good reach around with that big wingspan that he's got.
Out of the empty set on first down. Stafford is picked up. It's T.J. Watt.
Running with the football inside the 10. T.J. Watt to the 5. He stepped in front of the intended receiver and went right up the sideline.
Oh, baby. How about that? T.J. Watt with a little snookery. Right, lines up, drops into coverage. There he is sitting, comes right across, undercuts the route, and what a great job of just being T.J. Watt. My goodness, that's just great football IQ.
Back is, oh, what a play on the pass coverage. Joey Porter just made sure that Nakua couldn't catch that slant over the middle on 3rd and 3, and the punt team is on for the Rams. Big play by the rookie from Penn State.
Oh, you love when you see a young man come up, make a big play at an appropriate time, such as this. And great coverage there. He's able to reach around with that long wingspan and get a hand out there in front.
The 26 shotgun snap. Pickett throws that pass down the near sideline. Leaping grab at the 46-yard line for George Pickens.
How about George Pickens getting a free release on Ahkello Witherspoon? And you talk about a magician working the sideline. Witherspoon didn't know where the ball was and where the out of bounds was.
The chemistry that they've developed on this back shoulder throw is very impressive in a short amount of time.
1st and 5. Play action fake, bootleg left, dumps it off. Connor Hayward goes to the 5 and he's knocked out of bounds shy of the goal line.
What a great job of hiding Connor Hayward on a little play action pass. You got to roll out. Kenny rolls to his left and they just dinks a little pass off to Connor Hayward, who does a great job of tucking it and going after it. So close to getting into the end zone.
The lone setback is Naji Harris. Pickett steps in, hands it off. Naji into the end zone. Pittsburgh Steelers go-ahead touchdown.
The Iron Horse, Naji, goes into the end zone. Angry man running all day, showing that strength, that power. And when you had to do it, who do you give it to? You give it to Naji Harris, and does a great job of plunging over the left side.
And there's a dive play, and Warren finds a crack, and that's all he needs, and he gets inside the 45.
Oh, he got a little outside zone to the right, and I got to tell you, that thing opened up like the Red Sea. It just parted. What a great job, and even Kenny Clark couldn't on the backside with Isaac Slumolo.
Pickett in the gun, hands it off, and through a hole comes Jaylen Warren on the right side. Spins into the end zone for a Steelers touchdown run.
How about that? Sweet Marie to go a little outlaws on you. That was green grass and high tides forever right there, baby. I'm telling you, Jaylen Warren hit it and hit it good, and he was in the end zone before hardly half the crowd knew where he was at.
Going to toss it to the left. Jaylen Warren turns on the Jets, 1st down and more, spins inside the 35 and gets down to the 32-yard line.
So the brotherly shove doesn't work. So now you pitch it to the outside using the speed and legs and elusive running ability of Jaylen Warren, who does a nice job of picking out a nice hole.
Of the year to the Pittsburgh 29, 1st down. And it is Love back. He's hit and he's sacked by T.J. Watt. And what is it about the home magic for T.J. Watt on sack patrol?
That was a nice job of running the arc, getting the hands off of him by the offensive tackle and closing the deal by bringing Jordan Love down.
Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is blocked by Patrick Peterson. And the Steelers duck a bullet. They keep it as a 4-point lead.
Oh, Pat Pete does a sneak coming in off the right side of the defense. What a great job of timing that snap and coming up, getting the block.
Quick snap. And the Steelers are all over the running back. And that is Aaron Jones trying to find a hole. There was none, thanks to Alex Highsmith.
And you got a whole host of Steelers. You come here, cutting back, and there is a wall of black jerseys, black and gold jerseys there to meet him. It was a nice job of defeating the blocks at the point of attack and making sure everybody's squeezed in their run fits.
Hands it off, and running downhill is Harris, up over the 30, the 35, the 40, and he gets to midfield before he's contacted by a Green Bay defender. Now that was a burst.
Now that's the way to go, the Iron Horse. Taking that handoff, you got a little stretch run to the left. He stretches it ridiculously so. But wow, what a great job by the offensive line getting it done up front. Isaac Samalo, Mason Cole, you've got over there Danny Moore, Broderick Jones, James Daniels. Throw those names out there. They're working hard.
Steelers leading by 1. Toss to the left. Cutting it inside is Jaylen Warren on his way up over the 35, the 40, and Warren gets to the 45-yard line.
What a great job. A little pitch out to Jaylen Warren, who finds the opening on the left side of the offensive line, and that's Danny Moore kicking some butt downfield. Oh, I love it. When you get the big guys out there, they're out in the open, those large prairie mammals. Get out in the open there and put a hit on some of those second-level guys.
Pickett, the former Pitt star, hands it off, and that's Jaylen Warren ducking under a tackle, getting into the secondary. Is this Jaylen Warren day at Acrisure Stadium?
What a job. He was able to duck under a couple of arm tackles. You know, being 5'8", there's an advantage in that when you run low with leverage and power, and this guy is running with leverage and power.
Right. Pickett with the snap. Throws that pass to the left flat. Pulled in by Naji. Leaps over a man and gets tackled out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. And he got the first down. It's first and goal.
That is laying it out. That's putting everything into it. A little swing pass to Naji on the sidelines. And he is able to get, well, high jumping, good grief, over the top of a defender. I'm telling you what, there's no fear in that man.
Love under center is going to toss it to the left. And that is Jones turning the corner, going to get a yard, and he gets whacked at the end of that play by Landon Robertson. Then Cam delivered the lumber.
Well, indeed, it was Alex Highsmith out there forcing Jones to take the wide path, and then a Landon Roberts came smoking through, didn't get a good hit on Jones, but then Captain Cam at the sidelines sealed the deal.
Here's the snap. He's back. He looks. He fires for the goal line. Intercepted. And that is Casey running up the sideline. This game's over.
One last chance for the Packers. Love throws. End zone. Intercepted. And it's over. Casey.
Oh, it just got a little heady over there. Some people got rocked.
We got a brouhaha on the Steeler bench
it's
area.
A Pier 6.
This game is over. But maybe the action is not.
Well, the problem was Zach Tom took a cheap shot at DeMonte Casey, knocking him out of bounds when he was already out of bounds.
And it was Zach Tom of the Packers.
And a coach took the brunt of it on the sideline. A coach or an administrator for Pittsburgh took a big shot as they came over the sideline. And then as Zach Tom tried to get out of there was a little extra ruckus.
Boy, they have to go over and settle down Broderick Jones because he is hot.
Yeah, that's the one thing you don't need is a youngin'.
Well, you don't need a fine or a suspension.
Well, yeah, but you don't need a youngin' out there in the midst of this. You got to pull the boys apart. Be cool.
There is a flag on the field, several, so we got to wait for Scott Novak to tell us what is going to be adjudicated here. Pinches the left receiver, big rush. He is crushed by T.J. Watt. What was that, a freight train? No,
Wow.
It was number 90.
He ghosted Jonah Williams at that right tackle spot. You got two guys, let the best, one of the most ferocious pass rushers in the NFL. They both started to take the inside Chandon Sullivan on a blitz, and they leave T.J. Watt go. Unbelievable.
It's Naji into the middle of the line. And the pile moves grudgingly, but goes forward. Down to the goal line. What are they going to call?
That's a touchdown.
They call touchdown.
Ha ha!
I was afraid they'd stop a forward progress, but guess what? It never stopped.
That was no brotherly shove. That was a rugby scrum. And it was a great job of staying on your feet and wailing away into the end zone. Wow! That was Plower personified.